My name is Sia, and this is my first crochet tutorial. This is my first time making any type of tutorial, official tutorial on YouTube, so please give me some grace. I'm going to try my best to explain to you guys as clear as possible. But yeah, if you guys want to learn how to make this popcorn macrame crochet bag, then keep watching, because I'm about to show you guys a step-by-step tutorial on how you can achieve this bag. The tutorial is very beginner friendly, so if you know how to do double crochets and single crochets, then this tutorial should be a breeze for you. I think I covered everything. Oh, and this video is just for the bag, so if you guys want to know how to make the cherry charm, just let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be happy to make a video on the charm. But with that said, let's get into this video. I like me better, better than the girl that was perfect. I like me better. You're going to need a 3mm macrame rope, 109 yards, and you'll be needing 2 of those. And you're going to need a 6.5mm crochet hook, and then you're going to need a stitch marker. Okay, to start, you're going to make a slip knot. And you're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to make an extra chain, and then you're going to work in the back of the chain. So this is the front of the chain, and this is the back. So you're going to work in the back, and then you're going to place single crochets in these back loops right here. So you're going to place 1 single crochet, and then onto the next chain, which is this one right here. You're going to go into that space and place a single crochet, and then the next space, a single crochet, and then you're going to just single crochet all the way to the end. So you should have 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and you're going to place 1 single crochet into the first space. Then you're going to single crochet all the way down. So that's your second row. So this is basically the pattern for the base of the bag. You're just going to chain 1, turn your work, and place single crochets all the way down the row, like so. All the way down your row, like so. And you're going to just do this for 17 rows. So you're just going to place single crochets to the end of the row, chain 1, turn your work, and place single crochets until you have 17 rows of single crochets. And then I'll meet you back when you've completed your 17 rows, and I'll show you what to do for. Okay, so I have completed my 17 well, my 17th row of single crochet. So now I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. So now we're going to start working on row 18. So for row 18, we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and we're going to place 1 single crochet into that first space, and we're going to place a stitch marker at the top of that single crochet. So now we're just going to place 1 single crochet all the way to the end of the row. And then place 1 single crochet into that last stitch. And now you're going to place 1 more single crochet into the same stitch. That gives us 2 single crochets, and then you're going to place another single crochet into the same stitch. So that gives us 3 single crochet, and that creates like a corner basically for the base of the bag. So now we're just going to place 1 single crochets all the way around. Place 1 single crochets on the side of the base until we get to this next corner. And that creates another corner. So this is the first corner, second corner, and now we're just going to place 1 single crochet along the sides. And this is the next corner. So you're going to place 3 single crochets into this space. So we already placed 1, and this is 2, and then 3. That creates another corner, and then you're just going to continue placing single crochets on the other side of the bag base, on the other side of the base. So just continue placing single crochets along. Okay, so now I'm at the beginning of my row. So I'm going to just place 2 double crochets into this last space, and then I'm going to slip stitch at the top of the first single crochet, like so. And that completes our base of the bag. So now we're going to start on the body of the bag. Okay, so for row 1, for the body of the bag, we're going to chain 3. 1 2 3, and just place a stitch marker right here on the 3rd chain, like so. And then now we're going to yarn over. We're going to go back into the same space and place 3 double crochets. 2, 3. So now you're just going to take your hook. Sorry. You're going to take your hook out, and you're going to take the stitch marker off. You're going to go into that third space of the beginning chain 3, like so. You're going to place your hook into the, you're going to take your hook and place it into the space right here. I don't know how to explain this, but you guys can see what I'm doing, and you're just going to pull through like so, and then chain 1, pull through, and then you're going to place stitch marker right into this chain 1, well, into this slip stitch like so, and then you're going to chain 1, skip this space, skip 1 space, go into the next space right here, and place 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Go into yarn over, skip 1 more space, go into the next space, and place 4 double crochets. Four double crochets complete. You're going to go take your hook and go into the first double crochet into the same space that you have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to put your hook back into that space and then pull through like so. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over, skip 1 space, go into the next space, and place 2 double crochets. Yarn over, skip 1 more space, go into the next space, place 4 double crochets. That's my 4th double crochet. I'm just going to place my hook into the first double crochet, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, skip the next space, go into the next space with the double crochet, and place 1 more double crochet into that same space. Yarn over, skip 1 more space, go into the next space with 4 double crochets. I'm going to go into my first double crochet and pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through. So you guys kind of see the bubbles already forming. Going to yarn over, skip 1 space, go into the next, place 2 double crochets into that same space. Like so. Yarn over, skip the next space, go into the next, place 4 double crochets. So you're just going to repeat this until you get to the beginning of the row. Okay, so now that I'm at the beginning of my row. I'm right back to where I have my stitch marker. What we're going to do now is we're going to yarn over. You make sure for the end of your row, you want to make sure you end with a 2 double crochet in the same stitch, not a bubble. So it has to be a 2 double crochet in the same stitch, and then we have 1 more stitch left. So what we're gonna do is just yarn over. We're gonna take out this, well, not yarn over, I'm sorry. We're not going to yarn over, so we're just gonna go into this space right here, and we're going to slip stitch like so. To begin row 2 for the body of the bag, we're going to chain 1 like so, and you're going to go into the space where you slip stitch, and you're going to make 1 single crochet, and you're going to place a stitch marker at the top of that single crochet like so, and then you're going to single crochet into the next space, and then single crochet into the next space, and this right here you're going to single crochet into it because it is a stitch. So single crochet at the top of that bubble, and then single crochet into the next 2 double crochet into the same space, and then single crochet right there. So you're basically just going to place 1 single crochet all the way around until you get back to your stitch marker. I've gone all the way around. I'm at the beginning of my stitch now, so I'm just going to take of my row. So I'm just going to take the stitch marker off, and I'm going to slip stitch at the top of that single crochet like so. And that ends row 2. Okay, so for row 3 we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to place a stitch marker into this 3rd chain like so. I'm going to yarn over, go back into the same space where we slip stitched, and place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to take the stitch marker off. And we're going to go into that chain 3 space, the 3rd space of the chain 3, and we're going to pull through, yarn over and pull through, and then we're going to place the stitch marker at the top of that space. And then you're just going to keep going. You're going to yarn over, skip the next stitch, go into the next, and place 2 double crochets. Yarn over, skip the next, go into the next, and place 4 double crochets. Going to go into the 1st double crochet, grab your yarn, and then pull through. Yarn over, pull through. Skip the next stitch, go into the next, place 2 double crochets. Skip the next stitch, go into the next, place 4 double crochets. Go into the 1st double crochet, grab your yarn, and pull through, yarn over, pull through. So that's just basically what you're going to repeat all around until you get back to your the end of your row, until you get back to your stitch marker, basically. So you're just going to keep going all the way around. Okay, so I'm coming towards the end of my row now. I'm just going to yarn over, skip the next stitch, go into the next, make my last 2 double crochet in the same stitch. I'm going to yarn over, skip this stitch, and we're going to slip stitch at the top of this yarn over slip stitch, I think, or yarn over pull through. We're just going to slip stitch at the top of this space, like so, and slip stitch. Like so. And that completes our, I think, 3rd row. For row 4, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to go into this space where we slip stitched. We're going to place 1 single crochet, like so. Now we're going to put the stitch marker at the top of that single crochet. And just now we're just going to place 1 single crochet all the way around for row 4. Okay, so I'm at the end of my row. I'm going to place my last single crochet, and then I'm going to slip stitch at the top of this single crochet. So placing my last single crochet, and I'm going to remove the stitch marker, and I'm going to slip stitch at the top of this single crochet. And that ends row 4. So now for row 5, just going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Place your stitch marker at the top of that chain 3. Now you're going to yarn over, go right back into the same space we slip stitched, and place 3 double crochets. Like so. Going to remove our stitch marker at the top of that 3rd chain 3 space. Place our hook, grab our yarn, and pull through, yarn over, pull through. Place your stitch marker at the top of that pull through. Now you're going to yarn over, skip the next stitch, go into the next, and place 2 double crochets. And then you're going to yarn over, skip the next space, go into the next, and place 4 double crochets to create a bubble. So basically this is what you guys are going to repeat all the way around. When you get to your stitch marker, you slip stitch, start the next row. So you're going to do this until you have 11 rows, and that includes the single crochet rows. So you should have, so this is 1 row, the bubble row is 1 row, the single crochet row is another row. So you're just going to do this until you have 11 rows, and then I will show you the next steps. I've done my 11 rows for the body of the bag, so I'm on my 11th row actually. This is the last row for the body of the bag, and I already did my 2 double crochets. I'm gonna skip 1 stitch, and I'm going to slip stitch at the top of this yarn over pull through space. So yarn over, pull through. Okay, so for the straps, we're going to chain 3, 2, 3. Going to place a stitch marker right into that chain 3 space. Now you're going to yarn over. You're going to go into this stitch right here, into the same, basically the same stitch, and place 4 double crochets. Not 3 double crochets, 4 double crochets. Like so. And now you're going to put your hook into the first double crochet. Grab your yarn, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now you're going to yarn over, go into the next space, place 1 double crochet. Go into the next space, place 1 double crochet. Yarn over, go at the top of the next popcorn, pull through, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now you're gonna wrap your yarn around the hook. You're going to yarn over and place 1 double crochet to the next space. And that completes the first row for our strap. So now you're going to chain 1, turn your work. Going to place 1 double crochet to that space, and then place 1 double crochet to the next space, and then 1 double crochet into the very next, then 1 double crochet into the next. So you're basically going to just place, not double crochet, I'm sorry, 1 single crochet. For some reason my brain is not functioning. Yeah, 1 single crochet all the way down the row. And then your last single crochet goes at the top of this chain 3 space. So you should have about 8 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to chain 3, place your stitch marker, turn your work, yarn over. You're going to skip these 2 stitches, going to the top of the previous popcorn or bubble, whichever you want to call it, and place 4 double crochets. Go into the first double crochet, grab your yarn, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, place one double crochet into the next space, yarn over, place one double crochet into the next, yarn over, skip one stitch, go into the next space at the top of that previous popcorn, and place four double crochets. Go through, yarn over, go through. Then you're going to place one double crochet into that last stitch. And then this is your third row complete. Going to chain one, turn your work, and you're going to place one single crochet all the way down your row. Now you're going to chain 3, 2, 3. Turn your work. You're going to skip 2 stitches, go at the top of the previous popcorn, and place 4 double crochets. Go into your first double crochet, go through, yarn over, go through, and then 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, yarn over, skip the next, go into the top of the previous popcorn, and place 4 double crochets. And then place 1 double crochet into your last stitch. So basically that's all you're going to do. It's just that's the repeat pattern for the strap. You're just going to be going back and forth with 1 row of single crochet, then the next row you make your bubble or your popcorn, whichever one, however you want to call it. Yeah, so your next row will be the single crochet all the way down your row. So you're just going to single crochet all the way down, chain 3, and then skip 2 stitches, make your bubble or popcorn, and then in the next 2 stitches you make one double crochets, and then skip 1 stitch, make your popcorn, and then make 1 double crochet into the very last stitch, chain 1, single crochets all the way down your row. So yeah, that's basically the pattern for the strap. So you're just going to keep repeating that until you have 21 rows of the strap, and then I'll show you how to attach it to the other side. So yeah, just keep doing this until you have 21 rows, and I'll meet you back when you have your strap. Okay, so now that I've completed my bag strap, for some reason I couldn't think of the word. So now I've already blocked off where I'm going to attach my strap, so I would advise that you do that. When you're attaching the bra strap, one thing to keep note of, for you to attach it so it's not crooked. Or is the word crooked? Yeah, so it's not crooked or like just not placed at the right position. You want to make sure that you have 5 popcorns between the straps. So you're gonna have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on the other side of the bag you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you know you're going to be attaching on this side right here, and you're going to basically be attaching on one of the double crochets in between the popcorns. So not both of them, just one on one side and then one on the other side. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, you're going to place your stitch markers into those double crochets. So you're going to start single crocheting and attaching your bag strap from one of the stitch markers to the other end of the stitch markers. So I'll go ahead and show you now how I do it. So basically you're going to just take your hook. You should have your yarn attached and your loop. You're just going to insert your hook into that double crochet space and just grab yarn over, grab a loop, and just pull through those. It's gonna be difficult because it's macrame that we're working with, but just make sure you're able to just pull through like so, basically. So now basically what you're going to do is you're going to go into the first stitch, and you're going to go into the same stitch where you just insert your hook, the same stitch where that stitch marker is. Pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through. So that's your first attached stitch. Now you're going to go into the next stitch and look for the stitch at the back. Going to go into the next stitch like so, and then the stitch at the back, yarn over, pull through, and single crochet, and then the next stitch and the stitch at the back, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through. So you're just gonna continue this all the way down like so. Just make sure you have both loops, make sure you're inserting your hook in the front loop and the back loop. Grab your yarn, pull through, and pull through like so. So you're just going to keep doing that until you have your strap attached. And pull through, next space. Go into the next space, yarn over, so yarn over, pull through, and then this is your last stitch. You're going to remove your stitch marker, and you're going to insert your hook into that space, and then you're going to remove your other stitch marker, which is at the back double crochet. And you're going to insert your hook into that double crochet right there. And you're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. And that's how you attach your bag strap. Yarn over, pull through, and cut your yarn. Make sure you leave enough rope to just like weave in. and then you're just going to pull up that like so, and your bag should be all attached, and you're just going to turn it back inside out. You're all done. As you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and install these clasps. Is that what they're called? These snaps. These sew-on snaps. But you can go ahead and leave your bag like that. You don't have to. I'm just going to attach these onto my bag. But yeah, besides that, if you want to just get you some snaps and attach it, then you can go ahead and do that, but you don't have to. I'm just going to do that for my bag. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye. Better than the girl that was perfect.